Okay, I'm going to show you how to do your brows with brow liner and brow gel. And you can tell I've had a lot of practice doing my brows. I don't know if I just over tweezed when I was younger or it's just getting older, because your brows do get a lot thinner, a lot more sparse as we age. So I want to show you how I do it. A few tips first. If you haven't done much to your brows ever, I would suggest getting them professionally shaped. Go somewhere. You can go to a salon, or you can go to, I know there are special or specific brow places to go to get your brows done. But I do, even though I have very few, I get mine waxed, because even though I don't have many, they grow long, and I don't want the comb over for my brows. So anyway, so that's how I do. And then you can also just shape them yourself. If you have a good shape to begin with, you can just do some tweezing, get rid of the strays and all. But here's what I do and what I use. I use a brow liner, brow gel. But before I even start with that, I began using this. I had a tip from someone else and I started doing it because I have a lot of filling in to do. My brow pencils don't last very long. So I take the brow liner and prim and begin with it. And then I go from there to this and this. So to start with, here's what I do. I take the prim. It needs to be pretty sharpened, and mine's not. Of course, I guess I should have checked that first, but make sure you have a good, sharp point on there. Okay. I start on the bottom. What I want to do is just make an outline right under my natural brow. So I do this very lightly, and I have dark brows. I don't know if you can tell, they are pretty dark. There's just not many of them. So, but prim is a light brown and it still works really well. So I just go along the bottom and do a really light outline. If your brows stop too short, you can just bring it on down a little bit more if you want. And then I go to the top and do an outline on the top. Okay, so you see there's already a huge difference just doing that. And I always like to keep a Q-tip handy, because if your line isn't just right, you just go in there and fix that right quick. But, okay, let's do the other side. Or first, I think I'm just going to do one brow, and then we'll compare. All right, so once I did the outline, I'll take my brow pencil, and I use medium. And I should have already done this, but you just kind of, brush your brows into place. Then, I just want to fill in where I need it, which for me, that is a lot. I have a lot of filling in to do because, as you saw, mine are very, very sparse. So some of you may not even need a brow pencil. But I haven't really seen a lot of women, honestly, who couldn't use just a little bit of filling in here and there, because our brows are not perfect. Okay. You just want to use really light strokes, because it looks like I'm doing a lot, which I'm doing probably more than a lot of people, but I'm doing really light strokes, so I'm not completely drawing them on. Okay. Big difference already, isn't it? Brows. Until you do your brows, I think you don't realize the difference it makes, especially if yours are as sparse as mine, or if they're really light colored. You really just don't, it's hard to tell. But once you do it, see, big difference. Okay, so after I do that, make sure to get it all just like I want. I will take the brow gel, and I also use medium in it. I was using dark, but I went to medium and I like it better. But our brow gel comes in this. It looks like a little bitty mascara wand, and it's not very wet. It's not wet like a mascara would be. It's a drier form, but it has fibers in it, like our mascara does. It has little bitty fibers that are going to grab a hold of what brows you do have and just make them look a little fuller. So I just go over this. There you go. This will help keep them groomed and in place, you know, on top of having the fibers in it to help, you know, make them look a little fuller. So, brow and no brow makes a big difference. Really, it frames your face. I think it gives you a younger look, and it just completes your whole look. So, I think we all should do our brows. Anyway, I'll do the next one. You can see again what I do. I go on the bottom. I'm trying to make sure you can see it, but I have to see too. Outline under the bottom, and then on the top. And I've said this before, I don't know if you've heard it, but our brows are sisters and they're not twins, so they're not going to be exactly the same. Most of the time, most of us will have one brow that is a lot better than the other brow, so don't stress about that. Don't try to make them perfect and exact. Okay, so that's the outline. Then I will take my brow pencil and fill this one in. Okay, then we'll take the brow gel, put that on, and make sure they both look fairly even. And I can see that there's more color on this one than this one, so I will go back in and fill in with my liner again. And I'm not trying to make the shape exactly the same, because like I said, you can't do that, but I'm just trying to get the color to match on both sides. Okay, I think that's a little better. There you go. So, it's not that hard. Might take a little practice if you haven't done this before, but it's fairly easy. So if you have any questions, if you need help picking what color brow liners to use, just let me know. I'd be glad to help you. So thanks for watching and have a great day.